right. Okay, so
Is it recording?
yeah,
Woo!
I guess we're
I thought there'd
starting.
be a countdown.
There was. I don't know what you were looking
4,
at.
3, 2.
Well, they don't tell
I
us
was
the
checking my
countdown.
hair.
It does
Busy
look
hands.
good. I don't even know why this is on there. So, cheers
Cheers
to
podcast number 1.
podcast number 1 to
Of-
Zero Fucks Given with Steph and Jen. I am Steph. This is Jen.
Hi.
We are very happy to be here. This is something we've been talking about for a while. We're basically going to talk about our lives. We're going to eat some edibles and have some wine while we talk because why not? It's fun and we're hilarious. So, I mean, we will be in a second. You just have to keep watching.
Keep watching. So I'm Jen Hofstra. I live just outside Edmonton, Alberta in Canada. I have a husband who works very hard out on the drilling rigs. He's gone 20 days a month and then home for 10. So it's challenging, but we appreciate our time together. I have 3 children. My daughter, Haley, at the moment now, when this is recording in 2025, she's 22. I have a son, Quincy.
So let's take it back to the future.
19. And then my daughter, actually, Brooklyn, she's going to be 12 on Saturday. So,
oh my God, are you serious? Brooklyn's going to be 12 on Saturday.
Yeah.
Emma and I today were just like, I'm like, she's 10. Emma's like, because we were talking about leaving her alone overnight. And she's like, well, she could stay alone. And I'm like, well, Haley's there.
Yeah.
She's not. And she's like, well, she could. I'm like, well, she's mature enough, sure. But I thought she was 10.
I know. It's crazy.
What the fuck?
Time
Dude,
goes way too fast.
That is
And so I'm
crazy.
here. We're having an adult slumber party. We're filming our first episode of Zero Fucks Given.
Yeah.
And what is it about? Oh, let's introduce you. Who are you?
So I'm Steph. I have a wife who's over there on the couch. You may hear from her pipe up a voice every now and then. She probably won't show her face on the screen until we force her. I've got 4 kids myself, grown boys that have moved away and are smart and beautiful. And then my teenagers, Jack and Billy. Billy's my girl. Jack's my 16-year-old. And yeah, I don't see them much because they don't care about
They're
me
teenagers.
anymore.
Well, Quincy is now on the rigs with Mike as well. So he's gone. So it's just us 3 girls at home and it's very quiet. So we got a dog, which is exciting. That makes it a little bit more.
You should have brought her because we could have held her up.
Oh, yeah.
No, actually, you would need to bring her next time and then we'll introduce the
She's
dogs
the
of
nanny
the podcast.
slash.
She's a land shark. Oh, me, that's my dog too. She's a what is she? A miniature what? A micro
American Bulldog.
Fucking she's cute, man.
Yeah, little pocket.
She come running at you. You're like bruised from head to fucking
But she
toe.
kisses. She
gives the softest like snout kiss, and her snout is like velvet. I just want to kiss her all the time. She's so cute. So the other thing that we decided we wanted our podcast to be different is we like to indulge in our gummies. So today we got Kootenai Labs. So thanks, Kootenai Labs, because this grape, sour grape,
very good
Concord grape gummies are spectacular. So we waited for those to kick in to start our very first podcast because that's how we're going to do all of our podcasts because that's when we talk,
unwind, let loose.
And talk the most and giggle the most and talk about ridiculous things and talk about serious things too.
So 2 things. How long have you and Emma been together?
Emma and I have been, it was our 9-year anniversary, March 1st. Like, that's a long time for lesbians.
That's very exciting.
I mean,
Mike and I have been married for 10 years, and together it'll be 15 years this September.
But by my calculations, you've only technically been together 5.2 years.
With him being gone all the time.
That's right. And we were actually having this discussion last night about that because Emma herself works 14 hours a day. So we didn't realize that we did the math on how much Mike was gone, but we didn't realize she actually sees Mike more than I see Emma because I only get Emma for like an hour a day, which is not quality time. At the end of the day, it's not. We get our Saturdays and Sundays together, and now she gets to watch us make a podcast every weekend, which is super
She was
cool.
already grilling us. She wants the statistics. Like, how long are you going to do this for? What's it going to be about? So we're going to share what it's all about and how it came to fruition. Yeah. But I want you to tell everyone about how we met.
So we all belong to a campground. Like we leave our trailers there. It's a seasonal lot. So we're there every year. And from May 1st to September 30th. So Emma and I have been there. This is going into our ninth year, I believe. Yeah, ninth year. And Jen's been there like this is your 17th year, I think. And we have golf carts because it's a really big campground. And I used to drink wine during the day at the campground, and that was a bad idea because apparently I met Jen like 3 weekends in a row for like 3 years. I never remembered. She'd be hopping on the golf cart, coming to our fire. She's like, and I see her the next day, and Emma's like, I'd be like, why is she waiting? Who is that? And she's like, we were with them last night. And I'm
Emma
like,
would remind you, but I'd wave because I'm like,
what the fuck is that?
they're
man?
so friendly, and it's a very social campground. You can literally walk into any campsite,
Totally.
say
Yeah.
hello, chat it up, sit by the fire, have a drink. Like that.
Mhm.
It's an amazing community. It's like it's a second home.
Yeah.
And we've met and they've had conversations, and we have so many things in common. We love like ghost hunting and things like that.
Ooh,
paranormal.
There's another episode for you guys that we will work on is a ghost episode about ghost podcast.
That'll be fun.
That'll be a fun one. Yeah.
They have all the equipment, so we can
Yeah.
even go and do like a tour someday.
Yeah,
That's a
totally.
good idea. But we'd have these conversations, and then the next day I'd see them on the golf cart, and I'd wave, and I'd be like, "That's great." And she'd always give me this like, I could see her whisper to her wife because she talks with her face.
What?
She'd
I
give
didn't
me
know. I know.
this weird look like, I don't know ya. Who the hell are you? And why are you waving at me? And she'd do one of these like, hi. And Emma then would be like, babe, we saw them last night. It's her and Mike, and they live down the Bermuda Triangle, blah, blah, blah.
They literally, their street at the campground, like the main road comes to like a fork. Theirs is like back here. Like it's.
We like it that way. It's quiet.
You like it back there? That's what she said. You walked right into that.
I did.
Like,
I did.
legit.
So, yeah, we realized that we enjoyed spending time with each other once she stopped drinking wine during the day, switched to
And I remembered who she was.
a different kind of day drink, like something like a normal person would drink, like a
Like
cooler or
coolers.
something, or water, you know.
Oh, water.
Serious.
No. And we realized we enjoyed edibles.
And we laugh. We spend hours laughing and talking, and we're like, if we could have recorded that, that would have been freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
And so it kind of got her wheels spinning much before mine. And
Yeah, I wanted to do a podcast like during COVID, but I couldn't think of anything to do it on because I'm not creative, okay, at all. And the other part about that is I wanted to do stand-up comedy for like ever because I love stand-up comedians. Like, come on, it's the most fun. And I did an open mic night one night, and maybe one day I'll show a clip of it on here, but it's pretty awful. It's pretty bad. But I got up there and I did it. I drank too much wine, and it was just horrific. But Emma's like, go do stand-up comedy. And I'm like, but I have to be funny with my friends and in the moment. And I was like, oh my God, I fucking got it. I'm a sit-down comedian. But I have to do it with my friends. So I'm not a stand-up comedian. I'm a sit-down comedian. Yeah. So that's why we're doing this, because we want to laugh. We want to have fun. We want other moms our age. I just turned 50 last year, which was, I mean, whatever. I'm 50. I don't think it's that bad.
I don't think so.
At all.
I
You
think
know what
we're
I
just
mean?
getting
I don't think I look that bad. I've lost 110 pounds now. I've pushed my plateau. So that's wicked.
amazing.
We can talk about that on another episode too. Weight
Mhm.
loss. Cause we both
Everybody
fluctuate.
struggles.
Totally.
up
Yeah,
and down.
definitely. That's another episode we do on that one.
Mhm.
But yeah, we want other moms to know, like, you can have edibles. Your kids, it's okay. Like, it's legal. You're allowed to sit and unwind and chill and relax and not have your brain like on overload all the fucking time. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're allowed to chill, sip on your. Oh, and by the way, how fucking cute are these glasses?
So cute.
Look at these glasses.
Fancy. These
So,
are our podcast.
These are our podcast glasses. I got these at Simon's. I thought they were super cute and like 70s ish. I don't know. I think they're adorable.
You've got a fetish with the 70s stuff.
Dude,
for
you
sure.
should have seen the teak mid-century modern lamps that I saw today at the antique store. Oh my!
I'm surprised you didn't take pictures.
They were spectacular. 175 for both. We're like, we can't do it right now, but listen, oh man,
That's not something that's going to fly off the shelf.
They might though, but I'm doing
Get
the
back
upstairs. So, and I should actually point out why we're sitting here with this. This is my wife's man cave, And we will do a tour, or I could post the video actually on TikTok
Oh, yeah. we should
of
do
the entrance or of the cave
that. It's
itself.
amazing.
This is her Oilers cave. She's got the McDavid and Draisaitl Fatheads on the wall, all her pictures. This is our bar that we're actually sitting at, and then this is the background of the bar. So, like, our basement's literally a studio.
It's
So-
an Oilers cave. My
Yeah.
husband and her wife are totally obsessed with the Oilers, and they
And
have
each
so much
other.
in common.
And each other.
They're best friends, and I say this, we laugh about it all the time. But like, if she wasn't gay, I'd be worried because they're soulmates. They are so perfect for each other, and I love it too because we can go off and do girly stuff and laugh and,
Yeah.
and like
And
go
they
to
don't
scary
give
movies
a
and
they
stuff.
don't give a
And
crap
they'll
where
watch
we
the
are.
Oilers game. They'll hang out.
Yeah.
They'll cook the food and eat the food and just like
Right. They don't care where we are at all.
chop
They're
the
like-
wood, that kind of stuff. So it's
Yeah. Keep that fire hot, please.
it's perfect.
Oh, make me a drink, please. They just
They're
come
happiest
in-
when they're
yeah.
together.
It's so cute. It's really. Mike bought Emma a robe. Okay, a soft white velvety robe with that fucking symbol right here on it.
Yeah.
And Emma too has
I
actually
think
lost.
she's obsessed with buying her presents. Like that
It's
size
so
from
cute.
him.
It's yeah. It's the cutest. But like a robe.
A bathrobe.
It was
yeah.
hysterical. But it was Oilers. Oh my god, of Emma. What, babe?
It fits me good now.
It
Well,
fits
and
her
that's
good
what I was
now.
going to say is Emma too has lost like 60 pounds. So she couldn't wear it before. Like she had it on and she could wear it around the house when the kids weren't home or whatever, but she couldn't do it up. But now she can just tie it right up. So that's pretty wicked.
That's awesome.
I think that oil and the gummy are kicking in at the same time.
Oh, is that what she said? Yeah.
Oh,
Uh-huh. The
Oh.
wife says, uh-huh.
and
Perfect.
I
So
think-
it's the perfect time to say, how did this come to fruition?
yes. How did this
How
come
did
to
the pod-
fruition?
It was your initial
It was the
inspiration and thought
funniest
process.
thing ever. Okay, so like I said before, I had wanted to do a podcast for like since COVID, but even before that, prior to that, like my dream job was Entertainment Tonight. Okay, I wanted to be the anchor. I wanted to be Mary Hart when Mary Hart was on Entertainment Tonight. I was so jealous. Like,
Oh, that's
why
so
do they
cute.
get to
I didn't
interview?
know that.
Oh yeah, I wanted to be like Mary Hart. I wanted to be the anchor on Entertainment Tonight, like so bad. And I was so jealous all the time. And then I thought, okay, maybe not that. What about, global anchor on the news or reporter or
Like
something
out in the wind with the umbrella.
right as I'm fucking blown away. But I always cheering one of our tiny tornadoes. Oh my god, that's so funny. But I knew I wanted to be in broadcasting in some capacity, but it didn't happen because I had my oldest son at 23. Not that it was his fault. I just then had his brother back to back, 17 months later, and it slipped away as the years went on. And then all of a sudden there's this internet and I started watching Joe Rogan, which by the way, that is my goal. That is our goal with this podcast, is to be on Joe Rogan in a year. By the
Joe,
way,
we're
Joe
coming
Rogan,
for
just
you.
so you know, I'm a pool player. I know you love pool. That's definitely stuff for another show.
I'm not. I'll watch.
My team just placed second in Western Canada for ladies advanced 8-ball. I'm proud of that. It's a title we worked really hard for, that we played really well. But that's my goal. I want us to be on Joe Rogan in a year, and we could talk to him for a good 2 hours. I got no problems with that. But I did
Do you
get off
like
my.
talking?
What was I talking about? You see?
How it came to fruition.
Oh yeah, that's how. So time goes on. Now though, there's social media and podcasts. I'm watching Joe Rogan and I'm like, I gotta do this, but I don't know how. So then I get a text or a voice message from Jen. But at first
I think you had texted me.
yeah, I was like, hey, how's it going or whatever. And actually you texted me out of the blue and it just was crying faces and said, I just flipped the fuck out with the kids. And I was like, uh-oh.
3 kids and my husband's never home.
Yeah. And she has a puppy, right? And the
Yeah.
puppy is like a land shark. Okay. This thing she's a tank. She's this little beast of a tank. The
She's
cutest.
40 pounds.
But she's only this big and it's 40 pounds of solid muscle, this dog. She's the cutest. Anyway. So I get a voice text instead of a text because she's like, it's too long.
Too long.
And
to
I
type
listen,
out.
had I known you had to save those messages, I guess when you're 50, you don't know this, but my kid said, I said, where did that voice text go? They're like, well, did you save it? I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, you have to hit save or it disappears after 2 minutes. I'm like, why did nobody fucking tell me that? So now it's gone, but that was the reason for the pod. That's where my idea went. There it is. So in her voice message, she goes, I said, well, what happened? She's like, I got up and I tripped over the fucking dog. And then I tripped over this and that. And keep in mind, this is when her son is first gone to the rigs. Okay. She's not used to not having Quincy there. Quincy's been by her side his whole life, right? He's 19, 20 or how old? So 19.
Yeah.
So Q's not there. She's out of sorts. And it's not that she's not happy with her girls. It's just, she's out of sorts, right?
Yeah. It's a change.
It's
a big change.
And now the man of the house is gone. So that's, it could be, disheartening. I could see that. But anyway, she's like, and then I just looked around and I saw the mess and I started screaming at the girl. Nobody does a fucking thing around here. I gotta do every goddamn. And her voice text went on for like 2.5
7 minutes.
It was a good solid 4 to 5 minutes of a rant, and I'm crying. Okay, I'm like, I've got my glasses off. I'm crying. I'm dying. I'm laughing so hard because I know exactly what happened. And I called it. Okay. I called it. And I'll tell you what I said. So I calmly texted her back and I said, I don't think I've laughed that hard ever. And I said, can I tell you what I think happened? And she goes, okay. I said, you tripped over the dog. And at the moment, sometimes our kids are lazy and don't help around the house when they should. Mine included. Okay. Listen. Just getting them to take the garbage out. I didn't ask for a kidney.
Ask 3 times.
Right? I didn't ask for a kidney, asshole. I asked you to take out the fucking garbage, okay? Stop being a little asshole. So anyway.
Here's a tip for all you young adults, teenagers, like
fucking help
a
out,
little bit of initiative.
Right?
Bit.
Jack actually did take the garbage out by himself the other night. I was proud of him.
This morning, came in and put all the groceries away.
Perfect.
And I asked her, and I was
excellent.
like,
That's all it takes.
One little act of initiative will melt your mother's heart.
And that's what I said to Jack when I came upstairs actually from down here and he was doing this. I said, what you doing? He's like, oh, I saw the garbage was full. I said, so you're just doing it all by yourself? Jack's 16. Okay. And I said, you're doing this yourself? He goes, well, yeah. I was like,
yeah. Are we
on candid camera? But I was really fucking proud of him.
Haley has been helping out lots.
Good.
Now that Quincy's gone, both girls have stepped up a lot.
But that was the reason for her flip out, is because when Q first left, the girls weren't pulling their weight with at home, right? And it's taken
instead of communicating and talking about it,
she used the tripping over the dog and then lost her shit. And I said it. I said, you're just pissed off that your kids are lazy right now. Q is gone. Your husband's gone again. And you got a puppy that you're taking care of. So you took all your shit out on the kids, but also teaching them a lesson to get the fuck off your ass and do something.
I don't think
I'm so proud of you.
So bad.
I am so proud of you.
After she said, this is what happened. And I said, absolutely. That's 100% what happened. She said, can we do a podcast together?
Instantly. I said, this is it. I said, this is it. This is it. This is it. This is our podcast.
We are these moms, Gen X moms, where I didn't bubble wrap. You didn't bubble wrap. Like,
look,
everyone that's like, don't swear around my children. Okay, you know what? Just teach your kids not to swear until they're an adult. Or, they're going to do it in junior high or high school. Let's be real. But while they're growing up, that's the part of parenting, right? Is teaching, like discipline, routine, structure.
Yeah.
So it wasn't
up to coddling and letting them
change me and who I was. Like certain things, like don't smoke in the house. My kids are here. Like things like that. Where we grew up in the houses where our parents smoked, and this is where the podcast.
I smoked in the house when my boys were small, and Max and Vin when they were babies. We all smoked in the house.
We went through a different era that was so much different than it is now, and there's such a broad spectrum of things that we can talk about, and how we have no fucks, and this is where it comes from.
Yeah, we don't care.
No fucks given. Like we're not going to talk about politics.
Nope.
We're not going to talk about anything racial. We're not going to talk about anything in the news. This is lighthearted fun as moms, as aunties, and as
women who are well, Jen, you're 45, 46, yeah, and I'm just turned 50. And it's okay. My kids are like, can you drive? Did you have a gummy already? I'm like, sorry. Because you know what? I'm fucking 50. If I want to have my gummy, I'm going to do it. And other moms should know, like, you are allowed to sit back and chill and just have the gum, smoke a joint, man. It's okay. Like,
and I never did. I was such a
oh my God.
I'm
She
not a
follows
rule- I'm-
every
I'm not
rule.
a rule breaker.
We are
Like,
literally the opposite
I
when it
went
comes to that.
crazy during COVID. We're not going to talk about COVID, but
No.
I had a mental breakdown, and 100% it was because I was following every rule.
Yeah.
And it took me apart from my family, which was my nucleus, which is like what keeps me going. I thrive on interaction. I thrive on seeing people, and not being able to see people broke me. That's a different story. We're never going to talk about it.
No.
But it just really taught me like what's important in life and what kind of things do we want to show our kids. We have so much to contribute and things that we've gone through. I've had premature baby. I have 2 uteruses. You probably didn't know that, which is super weird and rare. I've been through an abusive relationship.
What the fuck?
Like, I'm a weirdo.
Who has 2 uteruses?
I do.
Huh.
I was a single mom. Like, the spectrum of things that we can talk about and bring in guests and have stories.
100%. Yeah.
Whether you laugh at us, whether you make fun of us, whether you relate to us, if we can inspire you, like whatever you get out of this is therapeutic for us. And it's also something where I would never sit down and like write a book. But I feel like I have so much that I've been through and so many things that I can say.
God.
You're the one that says, oh, you're the typical cliche.
She's so cute.
I didn't even smoke weed until it was legal. Like, I'm very much the text.
I'm like, no. I'm doing the U-turn when the sign's there, and I'm like, okay, sign.
But once it became okay, it was like, okay, let's let everyone else know that it's just okay. Like, just be yourself.
Right.
Enjoy life, make the most out of everything you can because tomorrow's not promised.
That's right.
And if this is a place where even just our kids can come back and listen to our voice, whatever people get out of
I never even thought of that. It's like a video recording for them to see how cool we are.
Like, you see these, it's funny, Emma brought this cassette player and like the Dance Mix.
Oh my God, it's right there. Grab it.
And it makes you think about like old school technology and stuff. And it's like, now all you see is people watching back, like in the movies, kids watching back videos of like their parents that passed away.
Yeah.
And they're listening to their voice. Like, maybe that's what our kids will get out of this.
Emma just bought a tape for this today. Sorry to interrupt you. No. I apologize. Dance Mix 96 that she got at the Old Strathcona Market today in Edmonton, which is a beautiful antique market, by the way. I got a wicked 70s ice bucket from there. But she actually got this. She put the batteries in and she walks the dog.
It works. It's so cute.
She even clips it on her belt.
So happy.
Like, look at it. It looks like it just came out of the box. I'm not even surprised by that. Hey, babe. Huh? Hey, honey, is your gummy kicked in?
Yeah. Eating chocolate.
That's great, babe.
Eating chocolate.
Yeah, no, it's hysterical. So the reason we go to that market a lot too is because I'm doing the upstairs of the house in 70s vintage eventually, and I'm super excited for it. That's why I'm like, I wanted those lamps, but it's just not right. It's not the right time to get them. But anyway, so what we were going on about before is about the podcast and the name and stuff and how and who we are. Is we, at the end of the day, we are here to inspire, hopefully make people laugh and stuff. But it also, at the end of the day, we don't get offended by anything ever because we are Gen X people.
Yeah.
And there's nothing, I don't think anybody that could ever say to me that could offend me, honestly.
We're not going to, for us is to have fun and laugh together.
Yeah.
And
if you don't like us, that's okay. Like, we don't care.
First of all, give us suggestions on things you'd like us to talk about. Because we can rant forever. When we have a small little gummy, which a lot of times you see it even on TV now, where they take a little microdose and they get happy and fuzzy and feeling good, it's okay to have a little gummy or have a glass of wine on the weekend, like it's Friday night.
That's right.
And It's
I'm
not,
on
it's
supper.
Saturday night.
Oh, today. It's Saturday
happened
Night
is-
Live. No.
Yeah. Here in
Oh, in Morinville. Oh, yes. I live in Morinville. We love to say that. Should we say that?
I told them where I live.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
I'll
So
just cut
we
out-
started off this year doing vision boards, and we put this podcast on the vision board. But I'm a person that likes to meet new people. I'm very social, and I also have businesses where I work from home, and I like to network and just meet relatable people, whether it's women in their 40s, women in their 30s, mom groups, things like that, community groups. And so I opened up this vision board
I'm getting the giggles.
to all
Don't
these
even know
different.
why.
I'm smiley. I'm happy
I
that
know
this
my
is
cheeks
finally
hurt.
happening.
I know, like I'm so excited because I literally, and I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No,
I'm sorry. I'm
It's
like
funny.
because it's so like it's really surreal, honestly, when you think about it.
Giving
Because
me goosebumps.
I literally have wanted to do something in broadcasting my entire life, Jen, my whole fucking life. And now there's a platform for us to do this that I don't have to go to school for it. I don't have to go to journalism school because you know what? I don't watch the fake news anyway, but that's all I'm going to say about that.
And who knows? This might bomb, but we're not
It doesn't
doing
matter.
it for anyone other than ourselves.
That's right.
So if other people can find joy, excitement, laughter, anything you want to find, make the memes, do the things. This,
Yeah,
like she said,
we
it's
don't
not
care.
going to offend us. It's actually
No,
going to be a form of flattery.
I will.
Like I went on my honeymoon. I came home to a bedroom filled with balloons. If there's a way, let's upload this picture. My room was filled with balloons. My babysitter, who is actually my cousin, and my mother-in-law,
Was it
filled
Lori?
Sandra.
Oh,
She's the one that got us out.
But
She's
Lori, Lori is the one, Penny's daughter.
Lorianne.
Lori, yeah.
Yeah.
I just added her on Facebook.
So Grace and Sandra filled my bedroom with balloons, all different sizes. They spent all day. Big, huge balloons full of confetti, streamers, all the things.
Holy Christ.
We came home from our honeymoon and we had gotten our foot tattoos because we didn't want to buy
The one Michael almost couldn't
crazy
get through.
souvenirs. Yes, I should tell that story. So we didn't want to get crazy souvenirs. Like you don't need the things, trinkets all on the shelves. Like when you've traveled enough, you have it all.
We got to tell the resort card in Mexico too story. That's a funny story.
Oh my God. So
Lesbians travel with.
we get tattoos. So that's our thing. When we travel, we get tattoos. It started in Bali on our honeymoon.
We
but
even have matching tattoos.
Yeah. So we got frangipani flowers. It was my beautiful flower. It was my favorite when we were there, Indonesia. And Mike went first because he was scared. And he got black and gray. His took 45 minutes. They did one pedal and he was gripping the chair so tight.
But the foot's supposed to be like horrific.
He had to look in the mirror and I was like blocking it because I was trying to see how it was going and how it looked and
The
stuff.
skin is like.
And he started yelling at me, get out of the way, move, get. And I was like, whoa. I was in the way of the mirror. He couldn't see the guy touching. So it was that horrific.
Oh.
Probably one of the only times he's ever yelled at me in his life. And I went first, sorry, because I didn't want to know how painful it was.
Yeah.
Because I heard the foot is the worst. Ooh. So I went first. Mine took an hour and a half. I've had tattoos. I toughed it out. I didn't even think about it. Like, I didn't want him
You
to
can't,
think it
yeah.
was as bad as it was. I wasn't gripping the chair. I wasn't sweating. I was like, whew, thank
It
God
is
that's
what
done.
it is. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
An hour and a half. That was mine. Mine's in color. He almost tapped out after one pedal. And he was just going to be like, I can't do it. And he was going to come home with a pedal. I'm like, bitch, you just married me. Like, sign in
Sit
blood.
your ass
Get that-
down.
Yeah.
And you're getting them
I
motherfucking
said,
tattoo.
when you marry me is forever. I meant it. Like, get that flower
That
finished.
is hilarious.
So mine swelled up like a football on the planes because it's 23 hours from Bali back home to Canada, Edmonton. You go from Indonesia to Hong Kong, then Hong Kong to
my
Vancouver,
God.
then Vancouver to Edmonton. So
That
it's
sounds
all day.
magical.
The
I mean,
longest
it
is
sounds
13
magical.
hours
Shut your face.
from Vancouver to
I
Hong
don't know
Kong.
if I could do that, man.
Yeah, and the tiny little hurdle chairs.
Oh,
'cause they're
stop.
the cheapest.
Oh,
Yeah.
stop. Oh,
It's worth
God.
going. It's amazing. It's
Was that
beautiful.
Billy? Did Billy just get home? I think my daughter just got home. Hi, baby.
So I say to my husband, can you go downstairs and get the lotion?
We're recording our first podcast right now.
And I
Oh.
said, it's on the side of the bed, like on the nightstand on my side of the bed.
Sorry, the
goes
dog's
down-
barking because my daughter just
He
got
goes
home from cheer.
downstairs.
They got
He
first.
comes back
They,
up.
they got first.
She's got to tell us about it later.
Yeah.
So he comes back up. He's like, I couldn't find it. I'm pissed off. My foot's this big. It's the size of a football. I said, it's downstairs on the nightstand beside my bed. Like, I know exactly where it is. I can see it. It's like, move the milk to get the ketchup.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He just looked at me. He said, babe, I think Sandra was here. Okay. I go downstairs full of balloons. And I loved it. I didn't get mad.
Well, no.
When I
They
sold
put all
that
the effort
house-
into doing it.
When I sold that house like 10 years later, I still found confetti. It was nuts.
That's
But
hilarious.
to me, that was flattering. Like, someone
Yeah.
loves you so much. Their fingers were sore.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I just thought I loved it. Like, that's me. Yeah.
That-
I'm lost track. Billy's here. and
No,
I'm sidetracked.
sorry. No, sorry. I think they took the time to blow up balloons. And did the balloons already have the stuff in them? Or do they have to add it?
They added it. And so Mike moved one of the balloons and it popped like right on the bed and we just went to sleep. Like, we smiled and we loved it. And to me, someone loves you.
That is the
Like-
sweet. Because then they were so excited to have you home.
And then what I did, I gave the kids and their friends forks and I said, go to town. And they went, "Bum, bum, bum," like that. And I saw videos of that too. So we should upload both of those.
Yes, we have to figure out how to do that because I would like to, like, we're still learning. Obviously,
Bear
this
with
is our
us.
first podcast, right? So we want to learn, uploading stuff live while we're doing this. And that's what we need a producer, but we'll figure it out. We will definitely figure it out. But look at this. We have to brag when our kids come home
Of course.
with medals from cheer. So Billy got,
Come in here.
come in here, babe. So what is this one for?
That was from today.
Okay, come back. Come
Hi,
in.
podcast.
So this is my daughter, Billy. She just got home from cheer today. So which one is this?
That's from today.
Yeah.
This is from Zones yesterday.
So this is first place?
We're both first.
You got first place today? Yeah. Wow.
Out of 4 teams today. Well, only
Nice.
out of 3 yesterday.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. So
Woo!
Billy is in high school
Love it.
cheer
Hey,
and-
high five me.
Oh,
Don't leave me hanging.
and she's doing really well. Well, that's great, sweetheart. I'm really proud of you.
wonderful.
I know.
We figured.
Okay.
So yeah.
Love
Now I
you.
forget where I was going with that story.
I don't know either. I lost track. Sorry. You came home and you look so pretty.
Anyone driving your work tomorrow?
Oh yeah, I will.
She got first up.
Oh, so Billy got her first job at Sobeys in town, which is amazing.
It's at 10.
I know. I'll be out. Not to worry.
Are you sure?
I thought you meant now. I'm like, that we doing our first podcast, we've had edibles. I'm not driving anywhere. Oh, that's why I couldn't pick you up at Sophie's. I apologize. I'm sorry.
And we were getting this set up.
Yes, because I still can't believe we're doing it. I'm so excited. And you know what? It's only been 33 minutes.
How can you tell?
Because there's a timer right there.
I was wondering. I was like, I wonder how long we've been doing this. I
Well,
wonder
yeah,
how it
because-
actually sounds.
Well, and the thing too is also we are wondering, and we can take feedback from you guys as well, is the length of these, right?
Yeah.
Like, we're not Joe Rogan. I mean, we would love to be as big as Joe Rogan,
Yeah.
muscles too. But I mean, there's only certain people you could talk to for 3 hours at a time, right? He has Bill Murray on his show. And listen, that was a really great episode. That guy was, who couldn't talk to Bill Murray for 3 hours? Of
Mhm.
course you could. Jen and I could as well. But are you guys going to want to listen to us for 3 hours? Probably not. Right?
Right.
But
But give
we'll
us
continue.
topics. and
Right?
we'll
Give
just-
us topics.
We'll just give you our thoughts and
But if you think an hour is good or 90 minutes is good, or you love it and you want to hear more, or you've got suggestions on what type of gummies to eat, listen, we will take that. Any milligram is fine. But yeah, we'll take any suggestions on anything. Trying wine, we'll try it.
yes. So we were doing wine sampling.
Like, no, So we like to go to like, we're so exciting when you get 45 and 50. Like, we're not going to the bar anymore. I
Let's
messaged,
go for lunch.
I'm like, Jen, okay, Mike's gone. Mike's back on the rigs. Emma and I tomorrow. And I'm excited. Okay, like I'm getting some sort of award for something. I'm like, Jen, I'm so excited. Tomorrow, we're going to go have lunch somewhere. And then we're going to go to the home show. Do you want to come? It's going to be such a fun day. Dude, I was so excited. And we had such a great day. We ate gummies before we got there. So as we got there, now we're nice and comfortably high because we don't get, we're not super high right now. We're just comfortably yummy. I like to call it
Fuzzy, yeah.
Comfortably yummy is what I like to
We
call it.
like to take a little gummy, throw on a movie, get
Yeah.
a comfy blanket, and just chill out and enjoy.
And then
each
talk
other's
over the
company.
movie and piss off everybody else in the room.
Rewind it 5 times.
Right? Emma's turning up the volume.
Right.
You guys gonna shut the fuck up. That's how we roll. So that is another cool thing about us is we're not always going to be doing our podcast from here because we have camp. Oh, that's what we were talking about before, is camp as well.
Yeah.
That we have camp. So we open May 1st. We're going to be doing our podcast from camp this summer as well because we're committing to 1 episode a week. The times are going to vary at first, I think. I mean, we're going to just base it off of how we're grooving. If we're
Right.
continue talking, if we feel like we got nothing else to say that day, then we'll just stop it.
Yeah.
And I think that's just how we're going to gauge it. I also,
We definitely want to have guests.
oh yeah, we're going to have
Relatable mom jokes.
Yeah.
Relatable mom stories.
100%.
Like, I remember when I think of kids, I think of my very first trip across Canada with Haley, my first. And she was in the bucket seat. And we went to Abbotsford, which is our family is, and came back. And Haley had her very first blowout. And I was with my parents.
Oh,
And as a mom, a
you mean
blowout,
like a shit blowout in the diaper? Oh,
a
God.
blowout is
Emma,
like
you're going to hear Emma gag. Like that.
from crack to like usually
Oh, all the way
neck.
up the back to the neck.
Up to the neck. And we're
And it's like
traveling
yellow.
15 hours.
fucking
Yeah.
babies.
And so I'm like I'm like so grossed out. And so I'm like literally my mom has her in the bathroom sink in one of like the little truckers.
Oh my God.
She's washing her. And I'm like gagging and trying to get rid of the diaper. And I go to throw
At
out.
that point, you throw out everything.
I
You
go
don't leave there
I
with
go
shitty
to
clothing.
throw out the onesie.
You have to.
No, my mom's like, Jennifer,
You got full named
Yeah.
for trying to throw out a shit onesie? Your mother's so funny.
So she made me give it to her. I took the clean, fresh baby with
Barb,
the clean
you are
clothes.
so funny.
I take the clean baby and go. My mom's washing now.
The clean
onesie. She's washing the onesie now in the sink of the trucker sink. And I remember thinking, oh, this parenting, like,
I
This
literally
is
just
gonna-
pictured that in my head.
this is gonna get messy. She was bucket seat baby. So she was 6 months or less.
Yeah.
And she had the blowout. If you've had kids,
Oh my God.
you
You know
you
what?
can hear it, you can smell it.
Dude,
You
the sound
know
it
it
makes.
goes. You know it goes.
You know
baby
it
to
goes
bath,
up.
baby to bath. Like it.
You know it goes up. And typically I would throw the onesie away. It would have to be a very special fucking onesie. Okay, that I'm keeping.
Thank God you were 5 weeks early, and I love you because
Sweet Jesus.
it was
Dude,
so bad and it was so gross.
that reminds me. I know.
And
It's-
now my mom, and so that always taught me like life's gonna be dirty, it's gonna be messy, it's gonna
Yeah.
be rough. Like you can't just throw shit away because that's what's easy. And so I was the overpacker all the time. I always overpacked everything. The kitchen sink, like they
Yeah.
told me. I had the potty if we had to stop on the road. Like I had 3 packs of diapers and like I had
you were
everything.
the mom that I was like, Where is she? I know she has extra stuff because
that was Jess, because Jess would always forget stuff on the diapers. They'd be searching.
No, but I wouldn't even need to know you. I would need to spot you from across the room and be like, where's that mom that has everything? Oh, fuck, there she is.
But I couldn't afford to ever just go
Yeah.
buy it. Like if I forgot toothpaste, I didn't get to brush my teeth.
Yeah.
And that's gross. So I had to make sure I always had everything. It might be sunny, it might be rainy, it might be winter. Like we live in Canada, we get 4 seasons in a day sometimes.
In
Now
Alberta,
it's
for
me
sure. Yeah.
plus the children.
Yeah.
So when Mike came along, he would just like go and buy all the kids new outfits for a trip to Mexico. Like here's 7 days worth.
Right.
It's like me and the kids are done packing, and I was like,
Asshole. But thank you.
oh,
Yeah. That's amazing though, because he's like, no, we're leaving. Like, let's go.
he was so sweet.
Do you know
and
what
so
that-
helpful.
You're
But I was too stubborn to take clothes for myself because I was a single mom that could do it on my own.
yeah.
And so 2 days before the trip, I'm bawling, and he's like,
I remember this.
what's
story.
wrong, babe? And I was like, you and the kids are going to look so good. And I'm just ugly in these old clothes. Oh. And he's like, babe, I asked you 1,000 times. Let's go shopping. And I was
I
like,
know, you have to look. Emma does that too. She would have bought me those lamps today.
I don't like spending
I know.
his money. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have even done it for the kids. But I'm so
Yeah.
like, thank you, because he
Yeah.
coordinated outfits. They
Yeah.
had to match. He like
His Mexico.
he got them
his
those
Mexico
fancy
90s.
reef sandals that had the bottle cap
Yeah.
opener. They could pop our Coronas in Mexico. It
That's
was
so
like
cute. Hey kids, pop my
they-
Corona. Give me your sandal. Here.
That's welcome to Gen X moms.
Makes me
0
need-
fucks given.
And I need more wine.
Some
Are
more
you
wine?
even drinking yours? Like I'm not. even
I'm
seeing you.
alternating because I'm also feeling my gummy.
Dude. So
I still want to focus. This is so fun.
So we're very fancy. This is a magnum of Bodacious Smooth Red.
we might have to blur that. I'll be like, we do not endorse this podcast.
Well,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Well, on my box is somewhere
See,
upstairs.
these are the moments where we're like, I wish we were recording that shit.
That's exactly it. And that's the other thing I was saying before, because we do get sidetracked. When we do record at camp, we have Jen's gazebo is super cool. Where she's got levels where hers is, and they got a nice tarp around there. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Beat it.
We're recording.
What are you
Billy's
doing?
up there trying to show her.
Billy,
boobs.
stop it. That's enough.
They want to see my tongue.
Nobody
Um,
wants to see any of that.
Pretty sure they don't. Oh, don't spill the wine.
You're so creepy.
You're cute.
Don't do that. I like the glitter on your face.
Daddy did it.
Yes, you're very pretty. When did you turn into that?
Right?
She was born last week.
I feel like,
And
how young was she when I met her? How long have we been friends now? 8 years?
so, yeah, Billy was, oh, hey, babe.
Oh, you didn't say hello.
Oh, you know what? I think she wants her dinner.
Oh,
Never mind, then she's lying to you.
I thought you were talking about Emma. I'm like, well, are you going to get up there and cook for her?
Fuck no. That bitch can order a pizza.
It's Saturday.
Ain't doing shit.
Oh, man.
What is she doing? Oh, she's going to look at her Oilers
I'm
lace.
missing perfume. Take my perfume.
What?
I'm missing my perfume.
Well,
I don't use your cherry blossom crap.
Cherry blossom.
Her Bed Bath and Beyond. No, like I love Bed Bath and Beyond, but I can't. You would think that she worked there or she was the CEO of the company because she has to wear so much of it that everyone on the planet, including like the people in space, can smell her.
she's the aromatics for your
Oh
neighborhood.
man, she comes or in the morning, like going to school when she first. I'm like, just cherry blossom.
Yeah, Brooklyn is getting there too. She like has to get ready to go
Do
out.
you smell it? Is that your juicy?
I can hear it.
Calvin Klein and Victoria's Secret.
Why are you mixing them?
One's a perfume and one's a
They're for
body
different
spray.
areas.
No, wait. No, they're not. No, they're not.
Oh boy, good thing I wasn't down here for that.
Yeah, that's Billy has a boyfriend. We like him though. He's supposed to be our producer, but he's not here today.
Yeah. So
he
if
turned
you can't
18.
hear us, or there's an echo, or it sucks, just blame the boyfriend.
Yeah, it's Cole's fault. Why are you so pretty? She was literally just born, man. Dude, Brooklyn's gonna be
That's
12.
Brooklyn turning 12.
Bill?
That's what I'm thinking.
Brooklyn turns 12 on Saturday. Isn't that insane? How old were you when we met Jen? Dude, that's right. Because Brooke and Soph were like toddlers almost, just a little bit out of toddler.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's
Oh, we gotta go see her lights. I think that's a good segue. And then if the lights look really cool, you can pop a video of that too.
I'm choking on
Emma's
her
pretty
perfume.
proud of those lights.
Careful, hon. Look at she's coming down the stairs 2 at a time. She's so high. Honey, do you want to say hi to our audience?
What, did we miss anything that we forgot to talk about?
Look at
She can't see where
I've
she's
lost the dog.
she's right there, man.
Okay.
Come on, Dink.
She's lost the dog.
I've,
It's right behind her.
lost the dog.
My hair's really flat because we thought we needed headphones at first.
Yeah, I don't know why it said that. I mean, maybe you guys can tell us how the sound is.
Does anyone want to drive?
No, dude,
just
we
so-
have had several milligrams of edibles.
And this is our
second glass of wine. And your boyfriend lives down the street.
Wait, like, I'm gonna get two.
There's
Oh.
not even snow outside.
Did you hear what she said?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get taken because
don't
I'm
you know how to
paranoid.
kick a guy in the nuts?
It's
Poke him
really
between
sim-
the eyes.
And you're taller than most of them anyway.
Yeah,
Can you?
pretty
No,
sure
dude.
he can handle you.
Emma came down the stairs 2 at a time, and you asked if anybody could drive.
Not today. Get him to come here and walk you there. He should be a gentleman. He lives around the corner.
Yeah. Why isn't he coming to get you?
Well,
Well, because
Quincy
you know
would.
why? That's right. Because he's a nice boy. Max would too. So would Vinny. I would like to think that my
oh,
boys
I
would
thought
do
you
that.
meant Max. You had Max.
No, Mr.
He would
Jasper.
too, though. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Oh, Bill. Oh, I think you have grapefruit in that fridge. 3 of them actually.
Grapefruit juice.
Yeah, your grapefruit juice. Yes. There's also some iced tea.
Thank you. Good night.
Be good.
You're so cute. Look at all your cute little cheer pins. You're such a little cheer dork. It's the cutest. You're so pretty. No.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Time to say goodbye and see how this went
Sorry.
down. Good night. Cheers. Ciao. Sayonara.
Keep your pants on.
How is Emma telling Billy to keep her pants on? No,
That's
she'll be
probably
fine.
good. That's probably a good ending.
Sophie and I did a competition on the mat in front of everyone, and we won, and we got
What do you mean you did a competition in front of everyone? Just you and her?
Well, no, like some of the people from our cheer team, and it was like and there was another team there, and then it was like the guy, like the MC or whatever, picked a few people from the audience, and then we
Where's
went up
your sweater.
in my backpack, and then you like had
It's
to pass
summer,
the
don't
ball
you?
around, and then we did it faster.
She's like,
Yeah, in fairness, I took the dog for a walk the other day. And my dog is so small. She's 40 pounds, but her legs are
Hey,
this
listen,
tall. I walk
this
her around
dog
the
is a
block.
tank.
I
Her
walk-
head is this.
I walk her around the block. That's all she needs. She's a big dog in a little dog's body.
Oh,
Like she's my little big dog.
she's the cutest thing. I miss her. You should have brought her.
I walked her in a hoodie, shorts, and flip flops. So I mean, she's wearing a tank top. It is probably still warm enough for a tank top, but
Really? You still think?
It's Canada, and she's good. Don't you remember swimming in the pool like when it was only 60 degrees in there, and now you won't get in unless it's 75 or higher?
It's because we're fucking old.
That's what I mean. You're climatized differently. You change when you're a kid.
You know what's
You will get frostbite before you tell people you're cold.
You know what's so trippy is that Brooklyn's about to be 12
Tell
because
me about it.
she, I think, in the last like
I
what?
love you. I'm bringing my work stuff with me.
I love you.
Make sure your phone's on. Okay.
Teenagers.
Make sure you're awake by 9:30. No, for real.
You're all.
Set an alarm and get cold.
Because if you're not up and ready, you're walking
miss the
and
bus.
you don't want to be late.
Yep.
See,
That
this is
looks
a Gen
bad.
X parent, okay? I'm offering to drive her, but if she's not ready when I'm ready to drive her, I'm not waiting around. I'm coming back home and going back to bed. That's what I'm going to do. So if she's not ready, she's SOL. For those younger generation, that means shit out of luck. For those that don't know.
They're probably thinking, "Oh, you guys are idiots." I can't you see our kids rolling their eyes? Like if any of our kids watch this, they'll be like, "Oh, our fucking
I
parents."
think Max
They
and
think
Vinny
they're
would be
cool.
mortified. I think that I can actually see Vinny right now. Hey, Vin.
Brooklyn, when I say things, lots of times I'll look over and I'll catch her rolling her eyes. I'm like,
I know. I see her
Are
rolling her
you
eyes at you all
real?
the time. She does it behind your back constantly.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she does.
I know, but at the end of the day, all my kids listen to me. They
Yeah.
still, at
Bye.
22, 19, and 12, ask if they can have a bag of chips.
Oh yeah, so did Jack and
Like-
Bill. Yeah.
My kids don't have a free-for-all
No.
in our house. They get most of anything they want. Let's be real. But I like to have variety, and if I know they haven't had enough healthy things, I'll say, maybe have something healthy before you have some chips, kind of thing. But
Do you know what we should do? I was just thinking.
What?
Before I forget, because I swear to God, I have Alzheimer's or dementia already. We should, and because we're learning here, but I'm thinking because of how we are right now and how we're feeling, we should take a break or even end this one.
Yeah.
And then take a break, have something to eat, whatever, and then come back and do another one.
let's do it.
You want to try?
Let's try it.
Because
We can get other things.
she's got the look.
There's
The
times
flames
where
are.
we got sidetracked, so we can come back around.
That's
and
right.
That's part of learning.
And that's the thing is, I think that we take a break and we can talk about. I think it actually went pretty well, though. I think it was pretty
so fun.
seamless, and I knew this was going to work. I knew it. I knew it.
I high five, but that's super, super old school. So let's
cheers on
It's
our beautiful Simon's glasses.
These are gorgeous. I also wasn't sure
Obsessed
where to
with
look,
them.
so I feel like my eyes were very dodgy.
No, actually,
all over the
I
place.
think that we did a good job engaging. Do you guys think we've done a good job of engaging?
I want to look.
I
And
think-
see where it looks best
yeah,
to be looking.
I think so. So, and like I said too, we're gonna do this podcast from other areas of the cave. We have this couch that is like, oh my
Cloud
god,
couch.
dude! Listen,
It is heaven.
it's from Ashley Furniture. It's called the Stupendous. Now
It is.
we
It is
have a
stupendous.
telepost in the most ridiculous spot in our basement. So this couch, if it had the sectional wedge in the corner, is 12 by 12. You know how fucking big this is? A big ass couch,
This
man.
whole basement.
It's the ottoman alone is 4 by 4. Like the thing is huge. So because we have the telepost, and listen, I was not leaving without this couch. It's so comfortable. We will be doing the podcast from the couch as well.
Yeah.
With this first one, we wanted to see how we were gonna
Interact.
just do it. Yeah.
Sound, lighting, where to look, all the things. We're going to try different areas, see if it works better. So bear with us. Most of you will probably be checking us out because you know us, you love us, you've seen it shared somewhere interesting.
And we-
appreciate feedback.
And I was literally just about to say that because
Same.
we don't care. We don't get offended. Okay. You
Feedback
guys
is
know
different.
that. People that know
If
us.
we suck, we suck. I mean, we're going to give it a try. Our goal is at least a year.
That's right.
It's on our vision board. We
Yeah.
didn't finish that story about having strangers in my home. People, my husband.
Oh, that's right.
literally-
You know, we can
my
come back
husband
with that.
was like, "You're doing what?" Even my sister-in-law, she's like, you had strangers in your home." I'm like, "Yeah, I invited people from."
They were
Community
so nice.
group.
That was a shout out to
We made-
Tanya and Tyla. Tanya and Tyla. Kyla. They're
Super
freaking
sweet,
beautiful, by the way. You
amazing.
see their
That we met-
Facebook pictures? They did not look like that when they came to the vision board, by the way, ladies. Holy Christ.
It was so
They're
fun.
so pretty.
But they're people we had
Oh,
never
see,
met
it's only
before.
7:18.
I opened it up and said, does anyone want to come? We're doing this anyways, because I do a vision board every year. I pick a word for the year. We can go back
Pick
to that.
something
Anyways, I
weird.
had strangers in my home. And people, my husband were like, "You had strangers in your home?" I was like, "Yeah," and they're super. I met amazing people. That's part of just giving things a try, seeing how it goes, and at the end of the day, we're gonna do what we want to do anyways. So we appreciate all feedback.
100%. I just thought of something funny, and I'm sorry.
No.
No, because
Oh.
I'm high now. Like, I'm sufficiently high. I just noticed that the headphones are still plugged into the splitter in the computer. I hope that didn't mean we have not.
Oh, we'd have. You know what? If it does, we'll have to do a dub over. We'll have to record over what we've said. We'll have to try and. We'll be like, "This is when I talked about that."
There's no way.
Yeah, just through our actions, we'll know what we were talking about.
No,
Don't say
dude.
that. We break it down.
I don't. Well, that's why we're going to be coming back anyway. So you know what? This is our trial, though.
Give
This
us
is our
some
very
love.
first. Like, subscribe, share.
If you're fuzzy, sorry. If you can't hear us well, sorry. If you don't like us, that's okay. Love you anyways. We just want to bring some love, laughter, relatable
Yeah.
moments as moms, Gen Xers, hockey moms, preemie moms.
I
all
want to
the
talk
different
about.
things.
You know what I want to talk about when we come back? Actually,
What?
When our kids were babies,
Oh,
because
boy.
they were funny, and there's funny stories when they're babies.
Yes.
Like,
Okay.
can you hear the dog
Let's
whining?
get
Like, listen
ideas.
to her.
We're going to say goodbye.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in.
Oh, I can't see.
Send us all the love.
Hang on.
0 fucks given with.
0, Steph and Jen.
That's how old school we
Rock
are.
out.